In this demonstration, we're going to be using our Digitrax DCC system to configure the microboard. If you buy the microboard by itself, of course you don't have the USB cable, you don't have the main unit, but you can still program everything there is on the microboard via DCC. So at the moment, this is set up so that when I add power, this is track power on the top and programmer track on the bottom. If I add power, nothing happens because this is in multifunction mode right now. And in multifunction mode on my Digitrax controller, I have the loco set for 3, and if I push 5, the animation key, the animation starts. So I can turn on and off the animation with DCC using the function keys in this animation mode. Now, oftentimes what I'll do is I'll test to make sure the board's working. There's 2 instant keys. There's an F8 which alternates all of the LEDs. So if you're out, you've got your system wired up and you want to make sure everything's working, just press F8 and it'll go into flash mode. The other one is F7, plus the 0 key or the lights on key, and it'll just go up and off, goes back down. So again, those are just easy ways to figure out that it's working. So F5 in multifunction mode, oops, without anything else. Oh, let me go here. There we go. I had the F8 key had to turn off, and there you go. There's the animation mode. Okay. All right. Now, if we want to put this into use the sensor hub and connect that up, as you saw, and you may have seen in one of the other videos, you just plug in, connect the wires. You want to put it into accessory mode. To do that, press the button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, since it's not in multifunction mode and it's not waiting for DCC, it just goes right into animation. You can set the fast boot time, which is at 0 right now, to 60, and then it'll wait 60 seconds to start up, whatever you want for that. But basically, this is it. When you turn the power on and you're running off of track power, that's what you get. Now you can configure, and we're going to do some configurations using the programming track, these other connection. And once you do that, you don't have to run it off of DCC. You can just run it off of regular 12-volt input, which we'll do right here. This is the same as configuring it with the main unit. You end up in the same place. So you can just run it off at 12 volts and it'll start right up. Okay, so if we go to the programming track and we plug that in, now what we've got to do is put it into program mode, direct D, and I just scrolled the left-hand knob to be the address, and you see that it fires up right away. And that is because we have the fast boot on. So for this to work in CV reading writing mode, we have to put this back into the at least 10 seconds, but turn off the fast boot. And to do that, you press 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it blips very quickly once. So now when I turn the power on, nothing happens. Now after 10 seconds, it will go on. And that configuration allows us to read and write CVs, because reading and writing CVs takes less than 10 seconds, and it won't start the other parts on the board, which mess up how CVs are written and written. It just wants to talk to the CPU. So we're going to put it in programming track mode, and now I'm going to press the the display button again, and what we get is address 3, which is correct for this board. If you want to test further, you can go to CV7, and that will tell you the version number, and also CV8 will tell you the manufacturer's code for this board, and it'll take a little bit longer, but it's 168. 168 is model train technology. Okay, so that's the first step.